tuning in, God is answering right now. Share this page. Go to my Facebook page, Periscope, or YouTube. God's going to move in this house right now. Let's give God some praise, somebody. Now, again, let me ask you a question. Say, how many of you came for deliverance this morning? Okay. You know, I told you there are various branches of deliverance. Okay. So because people think deliverance is just one branch. Deliverance is not about vomiting or just shaking. You can shake and vomit. When you wake up, you'll be the same. Deliverance is about undoing. Undoing some things that were done to stop you from manifesting God's glory. However it is done, once it has been undone, then you will manifest God's glory. Someone say, I must manifest. So the problem is that God has given us a destiny. But somewhere in your pursuit of your destiny, there are forces beyond your control. Many of you are working so hard, but there's nothing to show for it. Can I get some amen, somebody? You believe your life's supposed to be better than this. You expect to be happy at this time of your life. But what you see right now is uncertainties. How can we trust God in a moment of uncertainties? When you look as if the more you try, the more you get stuck up. The more you ask for help, the more you are denied. The more you bless others, the more they hate you. How do you deal with such conditions that it doesn't affect your emotional well-being? That's the problem with us today. How do we deal with this? But I remind you again, 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7 says, for God hath not given you the spirit of fear. Because fear will drive you to your early grave. Fear will stop you from stepping out. Fear will cause you to see others going ahead of you, and you'll be stuck up in the place. But this morning, the Lord said to break every spirit of fear in your mind, in your body, in your spirit. Every spirit of fear that been used to attack you. That, my God, that up right now, some of you are just limited in your level. Today, that limitation is broken by force, by fire. Somebody say fire. Fear is one thing that will destroy your whole life. I started by encouraging you on Sunday about the spirit of fear. God has not given you the spirit of fear. Whatever causes you to be afraid is not of God. If it's a person in your life, that person is not of God. You didn't what you just said. It could be your best of friend. Whatever brings fear to you is not of God. You didn't hear what they just said. You see, many of you cannot understand that God does not bring sorrow. Whatever causes you to be sorrowful is not of God. Don't mind if it's the best friend or that person in your life. As far as it causes to be sorrowful, that person is not of God. So the Bible reminds us that God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power. Someone say power. Well, the source of power, just now. In the midst of the coronavirus, social distancing, and all kinds of evil talk, God has a word for every situation and for every generation. Because whatever is happening is not within God's jurisdiction. Say, neighbor, God has it under control. That's all I can tell you right there. God has it under control. Whatever is out of control in your life, I say, God have it under control. That marital problem, that spiritual problem, that child problem, that husband problem, that boyfriend problem, God has it under. Unless you can believe this word, you will not get the result. Because the enemy wants you to believe that everything is just out of control. Even in Guy's situation, that we are battling with two fronts, the elections and the corona. God is still under, Guyana is under control by God. God is still in charge. Just hear me good. Let me encourage you. I know right now hearts are troubled. People are moving in fear. But I'm telling you, after all this is done, Guyana will get stronger and better. I don't know, but I just want to let you know today. Sit there for 1 minute. Sit there for 1 minute. Sit there for 1 minute. God, thank you. Sit there for 1 minute. I just feel like maybe we should preach more of the word today. The word. Some of you need to hear the word. I know you want miracle, you want prophecy, you want laying of hand. I will pray just now, but you need the word. I feel like just preaching the word. God has given us the spirit of fear, but of power. He said, behold, Luke 10:19 said, behold, I give unto you power to tread upon serpents, upon scorpions, which means those witches and wizards, those demonic powers. Because it's today you will trample upon them and you will fear no evil, for they can do you nothing. Somebody holler nothing. This is the power of a believer. I said to you on Sunday, many of you believe. That's all. You have to behave what you believe, and then become what you behave. You didn't hear what I just said? No. Can I teach you a little bit this morning? It's not enough to say, I believe. Jesus said to the man that his son was paralytic. He said, do you believe? He said, I believe. He said, but help my unbelief. So in the belief, there's still unbelief. Until you behave what you believe, you can't become it. Can I teach you this morning? It's not enough to say, I believe that God will heal me. And after prayer, you still go all there, still talking about, I'm still sick. Hello. That's why you will never be healed permanently. Now I lay my hands, I pray. Yes, I heal. Yes, I feel it's gone. But when you go out there, the devil shows you another plan. You say, oh, I feel sick. Belief is not just the aim. You have to behave it. It means even though you wake up in the morning, you still feel the symptom. You say, I know for sure that you are dead. I know for sure before I get back home today, the sickness will leave my body. You have to behave what you believe. And then when you behave it, you become it. I said to you some time ago, I was very sick to the point of death. Yes, people don't know that. I preached the gospel, but I was attacked. That was then. I'm too big now. I say someone lift up and say, I'm too big now. That the place you come to your spiritual level, just say, I'm too big. I'm just too big for any devil, any wish to attack. Can I teach you this morning? So I said I was very sick to the point of death. And then suddenly, the Lord said to me, it's time for you to use the word. Behave the word. You cannot become until you behave it. And the word was pay no attention. So he said, pay no attention. Because the devil in your life wants to get your attention. Say, excuse me, dude, you can't get my attention. Because the more you give them your attention, the more they use you, the more they attack you, the more they speak all kinds of things about you. The devil is alive. Someone say, pay no attention. That's one of the one ways to kill your enemies. I just give you something. Some of you need to give God some praise. One way to kill your enemies fast is to what? Let them call your name. Let them gossip about you. Let them talk all they want to talk. Just pay no attention. Just tell them my journey is too far. My journey is, my God, my journey is ahead of me, so I can't stop to. I don't have time to stop because I have a journey ahead of me. Say about pay no attention. So God said to me, pay no attention. And I woke up one day, I said, this, whatever you are in my body, today you are dead. I refuse to pay you attention. Every day I wake up in the morning, that is troubling me, I start to dance. The Lord's been good, so good. The Lord's been good, so good. The Lord's been good to me. How can I not say thanks? How can I not say thanks? How can I not say the Lord's been? Hey. So like I crazy. I am mad, but I'm reaching for my deliverance. I got to behave what I believe. And one day I woke up 3 months after. I said, God, where is that thing that is troubling me? I can't find it because God said to me, because you behave what you believe, you have become it. So right now, nothing troubles me anymore. Because greater sin is in me than he that is in the world. Come on, clap your hands and give God some praise. So God have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power. Someone say power. Of love. I said, someone say love. I said to you on Sunday, you see, when you understand the love of God for you, you will not doubt his power to set you free. When you understand how much even your father love you, your own biological father, if you understand how much he love you, you will not doubt what he can bless you with. The first problem is for us to realize that God loves us regardless of what we're going through. Love casts out fear. One thing that will take away fear from you is understanding the true love of God. See, people tell you they love you. Hey, forget about that story. Forget about it. That's love with conditions. So if you can fulfill certain things about me, I don't love you no more. But I thank God. But I say he loved us while we were sinning. Come on, give God some praise. Somebody. God loves you regardless of your condition. What brings healing is understanding that you have the love of God. That even though your parents don't love you, Your sisters don't love you. In fact, they are so jealous of what God is doing in your life. Do you know that there are people around you, some of you, they are just too jealous to thank God for you? Don't be naive to think people that are just laughing with you, they are happy for you. Some of them, they are laughing at you. Some of them wish they are like you. But I can let them know today that God is sent to us in this time. And the Bible says, I forgot, I'm not giving you the spirit of fear, but a power of love. I know for sure that even if you don't love me, there's a God that loves me. I might be going through my head right now. I know the love of God is able to bring me right back up. Bible says He loved me while I was yet a sinner. Many people only love you if you can behave like them. They love you if you can take instructions from them. They love you because that you are helping them somewhere. But I thank God for God who loves me even though I am not lovable. I thank God who loves me even though I misbehave. Bible says, my God, He knows my need. He knows my need, and therefore He looks beyond my fault and He sees my need. If there shall fire. We are talking about deliverance from the spirit of fear. You cannot live in fear. I know the times are precarious. The times are uncertain. Things are happening beyond your control, but God is still in charge. You are sick in your body. Somehow, somewhere you've been to doctors, or some of you have even gone to the Obia man. Some of you think I don't know. When I lay hand upon you, I see it. My job is not to expose nobody here. My job is to deliver people here. So I'm here to encourage you today that we cannot live with fear. Fear is not of God. Hear me, God. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Put your hand on your head. Say, I have a sound mind. Things are confusing you. Someone have a sound mind. It's like you can't see your way out. Someone have a sound mind. Because why? God says, I give you a sound mind. Because what? The battle is either won or lost in the battlefield called the mind. Listen to me. You move towards your mind. You move according to your mindset. If you think small, you'll be small for the rest of your life. Listen. Bible says, do not negate the small beginnings. Listen. You can start small. Starting small is not a problem. But remaining small is demonic. Bishop, for the past 10 years I have been this way. The devil, that's demonic. Nothing wrong with you starting small. You can start small, but remaining small is not of God. Whatever God touches, it multiplies. 5 loaves and 2 fishes multiply. Whatever God touches, it multiplies. Say neighbor. Whatever God touches, it multiplies. Say your life, say your finances, your business, it must multiply by force, by fire. Come on, give God some praise, somebody. For God, I'm not giving the spirit of fear, but the power of love and a sound mind. This morning I want to teach about deliverance from fear. Because you need your mind to control your destiny.